Hey everyone, Carlos over at BearBullTraders.com. I want to walk you over the good, the bad, and the ugly of my trading morning today. Starting with the bad on AXON. AXON was in play yesterday. I didn't take the trade yesterday, so I already had the fear of missing out. I know it was a good opportunity that I just didn't pull the trigger. So today I kind of had a little bit of that fear of missing out. Right at the open, it started to sell off, broke the VWAP, and at 9:31, I immediately went in short just to make sure I don't miss out on this move. Well, what happens here is two things. I broke my rule of not going into any position 3 to 5 minutes after the open. Okay, and also I missed out on even a better opportunity if I would have waited for 5 minutes. So right here, this opportunity would have been a lot better. I could have gotten either here at the 4-minute mark or either here at the 5-minute mark. And this could have been a nice move over down to what's that, 535 or so. So that could have been, you know, a great opportunity there that I missed out on because I did this here. So again, fear of missing out just took over. I was able to take a little bit and come out even per se here at the, where is it? Okay, right here. So I was able to take it on the long side, you know, take some profits out. And then we also took this other trade here, which was real nice. Andrew called this out in the chat room, so you can take a look on how we scaled into this trade, which I haven't done before. So a very small position, but the scaling, it was executed perfectly. So take a look at Andrew's video for that move. So again, that's the bad. You know, I broke one of my rules of getting in before the 3 to 5 minute mark after the open, and I pay the price for it. So again, this is something that I'll make sure tomorrow I don't do in the following days. Try to keep that FOMO under control. So let's go over to the good, which was on 5. And the reason I say this was the good is because I was able to realize that the pattern or the trend was changing on this stock. Okay, so I didn't take it at the open. I waited a few minutes. I had it on my watch list, and I was kind of already done for the day. Let me get the 1 minute over here so you can see. So I was already kind of done for the day, so I took a very small position just to see if this stock was going to, you know, break the high of day and continue just to push higher. So I went long here. I waited for the consolidation to happen over at this moving average. Once it started struggling a little bit, I said, okay, you know what, it's time for me to start taking some of my shares out. So I took some here, and then immediately this drop happened. I took the rest over here. So once I got out, I realized this looks like a, you know, either double top or a head and shoulder, basically a reversal pattern. So I quickly jumped in here. A better entry would have been around here or even at this moving average. I gave it a little room because I figured, you know, this thing is probably gonna, you know, bounce up to the moving average and then bounce right back down. So I gave it a little room. Again, small shares. Once that happened, it immediately started dropping, and I was able to, you know, just slowly take some profits off the table here. Okay, so you can see in the 5-minute chart, it lost it, went down to the moving average, past the moving average, and I was able to capitalize on that move. So that was a great move. The reason I say this is the good is because sometimes when you're focused on one position and you want everything to go long, you just focus on, okay, give me all the signals of me going long, and you're not realizing that the trend is changing. So that has happened to me where I'm looking for every little signal to support the position I'm in. So I'm trying to work more towards, you know, be unbiased and just see what the market is giving you. You know, you read a lot of books where that's what they tell you to do. You know, reading it and doing it is two very different things. So something as new traders that we have to constantly keep working on. So here's the ugly. So I left about 110 shares just in case this thing kept going down. I put a stop loss actually around here. So, well, yeah, here it is. I put a stop loss here. Then I realized that you know, I went to the washroom, like Andrews calls it. You know, I went to get some tea, and I come back and I realized that actually no, my stop loss was around here, right above BWAP. I realized that I still have a position open past my stop limit loss that I put on here. When I come back, I realized the trigger I had was a different price that had not triggered the order to be sent to the market. So I'm like, oh snap, you know, that could have been ugly. I was still in the green, so I figured, you know, let me just get out now. So I canceled the order that was pending here, and then I noticed that I had shares. I didn't notice the shares I had on here, so I just said, okay, you know, let me just buy to get out. As soon as I bought actually another 450 shares. So I covered the 100 shares I had, plus I bought 300 more for the long side. Okay, so that's the ugly. You don't want to make these kind of mistakes. It did work out for me. You know, I was able to get out right away after I realized what I did gladly in the green, but that's something that you want to be very careful with. I wish I would have held it. I mean, this thing just kept going out, but again, that's the ugly, because I could have simply just walked away and then come back, and this thing could have been down here, you know, heading towards the Death Valley. So overall, a good day. About 38 tickets transacted today, a little bit on the high side, even for me with the scaling out. So commissions will be around 150. And that's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully the market is good to us again.